Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Commenting your code, a comprehensive guide to writing effective documentation. Code comments are the unsung heroes of software development. They serve as invaluable notes to yourself and others, explaining the why behind the what of your code. Properly commented code is easier to understand, maintain, debug, and extend, leading to higher quality software and a more productive development process. This tutorial will delve into the art of effective commenting, covering different styles, best practices, and common pitfalls to avoid. Why comment? The importance of documentation. Imagine trying to understand a complex piece of code you wrote 6 months ago, or worse, attempting to decipher code written by someone else entirely. Without comments, you're left to reverse engineer the logic, which can be time-consuming, frustrating, and prone to errors. Here's a more detailed breakdown of why commenting is crucial. Improved readability. Comments make your code more accessible and easier to understand at a glance. They provide context and explain the purpose of different sections of code. Maintenance and debugging. When revisiting code for maintenance or debugging, comments serve as a roadmap, helping you quickly locate and understand the relevant sections. They can remind you of design decisions made and potential pitfalls. Collaboration. In collaborative projects, comments are essential for communication. They allow developers to understand each other's code, contribute effectively, and avoid duplicating effort. Knowledge transfer. Comments act as a form of documentation, preserving knowledge about the code's functionality, design, and underlying assumptions. This is crucial when developers leave a project or when onboarding new team members. Future-proofing. Comments help you remember the reasoning behind certain decisions, even years down the line. This can be incredibly valuable when revisiting old code for upgrades or modifications. Code generation. Some tools automatically generate documentation from well-formatted comments, example Javadoc for Java, Doxygen for C++, etc. Investing in good commenting practices allows you to create professional-looking documentation with minimal additional effort. Types of comments. Different programming languages support different styles of comments, but the core principle remains the same: to add explanatory text to your code. One single line comments. These comments typically start with // in languages like C++, Java, JavaScript, C, Go, and many others, or in Python, Ruby, and Bash. They are used for brief explanations or notes on a single line of code. 2 multi-line comments, block comments. These comments span multiple lines and are typically enclosed within delimiters like /*, in C++, Java, JavaScript, C, and others, or in Python. They are used for more extensive explanations, function documentation, or temporarily disabling blocks of code. 3 docstrings, documentation strings. Docstrings are a special type of multi-line comment used specifically for documenting functions, classes, modules, and methods. They are typically the first statement within the definition and can be accessed programmatically using the __doc__ attribute. In Python, languages like Java have Javadoc, and C has XML documentation, which are also forms of docstrings that can be processed by tools. Best practices for effective commenting. While the basic syntax of comments is straightforward, writing good comments requires careful consideration and adherence to best practices. 1. Comment the why, not the what. ***. Your code should ideally be self-documenting in terms of what it does. Comments should focus on why a particular decision was made, the purpose of a section of code, or any assumptions or limitations. Asterisk bad example asterisk. This comment is redundant because it simply restates what the code already clearly shows. Asterisk good example asterisk. This comment provides context about the purpose of the variable x. To keep comments concise and clear asterisk avoid overly verbose or ambiguous comments. Use simple language and get straight to the point. Imagine explaining the code to someone who is not intimately familiar with the project. 3. Maintain consistency asterisk adopt a consistent commenting style throughout your code base. This makes the code easier to read and understand, regardless of who wrote it. 4. Keep comments up to date asterisk one of the biggest problems with comments is that they can become outdated as the code evolves. Make sure to update your comments whenever you modify the code. Stale comments are worse than no comments at all, as they can be misleading. Integrate comment updates into your workflow. Make it a habit to review and update comments when making changes. 5. Comment complex logic asterisk complex algorithms, intricate data structures, or non-obvious solutions should always be thoroughly commented. Explain the steps involved, the underlying logic, and any potential edge cases. 6. Use javadoc/doxygen/similar tools asterisk for languages that support it, like Java, C++, and C. Use the standard documentation generation tools, Javadoc, Doxygen, XML documentation, to create professional-looking documentation from your comments. These tools provide a structured way to document your code and generate HTML or PDF documentation. 7. Document function/method parameters and return values asterisk always clearly document the parameters that a function or method accepts, their expected types, and their purpose. Also, document the return value, its type, and what it represents. Doc strings are ideal for this. 8. Explain design decisions asterisk if you made a particular design choice, example using a specific algorithm, choosing a particular data structure, explain the reasoning behind it in a comment. This helps future developers understand why you made that decision and avoid unintentionally undoing it. 9. Use comments to flag potential issues asterisk if you encounter a potential bug or limitation in your code, leave a comment to flag it for future attention. You can use keywords like Toto, fix me, or hack to make these comments easily searchable. 10. Avoid over-commenting asterisk while commenting is important, avoid over-commenting trivial code. Too many comments can clutter the code and make it harder to read. Strive for a balance between providing enough information and keeping the code clean. Examples of effective comments. Let's look at some code examples and how to comment them effectively. Example 1, calculating a discounted price, Python. In this example, the doc string provides a clear explanation of the function's purpose, arguments, return value, and potential exceptions. The comments within the function explain the key steps involved in the calculation and the input validation process. Example 2, implementing a binary search, Java. Here, the Javadoc-style comments clearly document the method's purpose, parameters, and return value. The comments within the binary search method explain the logic behind the binary search algorithm and the different cases that are handled. The comment explaining integer overflow prevention is particularly valuable. Common commenting pitfalls to avoid. Asterisk redundant comments asterisk comments that simply repeat what the code already says are unnecessary and can clutter the code. Asterisk outdated comments asterisk stale comments that no longer reflect the code's behavior are misleading and can cause confusion. Asterisk vague or ambiguous comments asterisk comments that are too general or unclear are not helpful. Asterisk excessive comments asterisk too many comments can make the code harder to read. Asterisk humorous comments asterisk while a little bit of humor can be okay, avoid using overly silly or inappropriate comments in professional code. Keep your comments professional and informative. Commenting out code instead of deleting while temporarily commenting out code can be useful during debugging. Avoid leaving large blocks of commented out code in your code base. It makes the code harder to read and maintain. Use version control, Git, etc., to track your changes. Tools for maintaining code comments. Linters and code analyzers. Many linters and code analyzers can be configured to check for comment-related issues, such as missing documentation, outdated comments, or inconsistent commenting styles. Documentation generators. Tools like Javadoc, Doxygen, and Sphinx can automatically generate documentation from well-formatted comments. Code review tools. Code review tools allow you to review code changes and provide feedback on the quality of comments. Conclusion: effective commenting is an essential skill for any software developer. By following the best practices outlined in this tutorial, you can write code that is easier to understand, maintain, debug, and extend. Remember to focus on the why behind the code. Keep your comments concise and clear, and keep them up to date. Well-commented code is a valuable asset that will save you and your colleagues time and effort in the long run. Investing in good commenting practices is an investment in the quality and maintainability of your software.